and welcome back to your weekly side quest. And wait, what's that? Listen in closely. You guys hear that music?
What is
Well,
it?
that was designed by the ever lovely Evan, right to my down, and Tyler. We're gonna put Tyler's Fiverr in the comments. He makes a ton of cool music, and they collaborated on this beat. Listen to this. This is awesome. This is awesome.
That sick fire beat.
This
though.
is. Oh, I put it in my playlist. Anyways, this week we're going to talk about our experience.
It's not available anywhere to download.
Yeah,
it really isn't.
Not yet.
You shouldn't get your hopes up. You shouldn't get your hopes up.
Side quest album dropping this summer. No, I'm kidding. This week,
Fire mixtape.
we're going to talk about our experiences making characters and what sort of media we draw from. Right now, I will say something. We're kind of there is somebody among us that I feel that I feel like kind of we could actually talk to about. He's made a lot of characters.
No way.
Yeah.
But
like,
I think I feel like I've also made
shit.
the best character.
No,
here.
hold on. No, wait, hold on. Wait, what's that? Do you guys hear that?
What?
No, there's someone coming.
Turn around and I turn around and I don't know the rest of the song. It's some like emo shit.
He's back.
Our room's blue.
No,
Hello,
he's back
everybody.
and he's purple.
Welcome back.
He's blue.
That's crazy.
Fuck you guys. You know I'm colorblind. How that makes me feel. But it's okay. I forgive you.
It's close. It's close to blue.
It's gray.
Really,
It's gray.
Well,
really close.
let's dive
Welcome
down.
back, Noah.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Holy shit, dude. How
No,
was
you're
your
not
I
fall?
welcome
got transported to Newfoundland by the Mage Society. If you haven't seen that reel, go watch it. It's scary.
Mm-hmm.
After all that, I don't really remember what happened. I was just kind of back in my room. I don't know what their plan
It
is.
was a similar thing when they teleported me to Mexico. I know how you feel.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Man, you guys have been
It's
weird places.
It's strange.
I've never been anywhere like that.
Yet.
I hope I don't get
say it
transported
too
to the
loud.
trenches.
Don't say it too loud.
No, I keep up on the emails, so don't worry about it. Well, anyways, how about we dive down this well of creativity, knowledge, and juice? Juicy. I look so. I'm not gonna.
Sponsored.
Butter.
I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, editor.
ASMR.
Stop making weird noises.
I also noticed something, by the way. Last week, the editor said we didn't go to his
Cut that.
tap dancing recital.
We didn't.
I did. I was in the back.
Oh,
I
that
was
sucks.
in. I was dancing with him.
I
This
wasn't.
guy's lying.
What?
They've been hard. Well,
I
anyways,
had an appointment.
I got places to be, people to see.
well,
Next time,
not
editor.
know.
I'm sorry.
what
sorry.
what is everyone's favorite outlet to draw some inspiration from? You know, when you're feeling in a rut. Outlet.
Outlet?
Like a movie or a song. When you're in a character creation rut, you're like, I don't know what to make. Man, I don't know what to make. What do you like going to and being like, oh yeah, this is it?
Well, I'm a big music guy. Whenever I need to
I
make
as
a
well.
character for
Music
something,
man.
I put on my headphones and I go walk at like 3 a.m. in the dark because it's where all the juices start flowing. It's where all the creative juices start flowing. It's where don't do this again. Don't. We're not gonna have a third one of me.
He just got back.
Yeah.
We gotta calm down.
But yeah, I'll put on some mostly when I'm working on Home's End stuff, I'll put on some creepy music and I'll go walk around, and that really sets me into the vibe. There are a few songs I've been listening to. I think I just looked up unsettling music on YouTube, and there was like a playlist, and I just put that shit on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there
While
was
you're walking at 3 a.m.
There was
Yeah.
one that you sent me that just spiraled.
Oh, I
It
can't
started
wait.
off like ominous and then just chills.
Yeah, I'm really excited. That's gonna be music for a specific setting in the campaign, and there's 4 acts to the song that we're talking about, and the acts are gonna change depending on how far you get into it. So it's gonna slowly progress into just utter fucking insanity. So I'm excited for that.
I'm scared.
I think for me, big outlet is also music, but not necessarily in the same way. I say it's more like what music have I been listening to recently, and what's the message that comes across in those, and I try to kind of incorporate it into a character. Like for Vel, I think I was listening to a lot of like upbeat, kind of heavier music. Not necessarily metal itself, but like just stuff with a lot more impactful storytelling in it. So it drew a lot of inspiration to have a redeeming character. Someone who maybe has fallen from grace or was led astray by someone in his life. And then found happiness in future endeavor.
Hallie came in.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just...
Yeah, she said, are you guys doing the podcast?
Yeah. For me, I don't really listen to words half the time. I just go by like the vibe of what the music's saying. But sometimes there'll be a good snippet where I'm like, that line goes fucking hard.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of feel that when it came to Sabbath, there was a specific song, I think it's called Malmo by Mook, hit Paul Dano's song. If you know Paul Dano, he was on my feed for a long time after the Batman. He's the Riddler.
I feel like you had a stroke while saying that.
No, yeah, a lot of weird words. But I listened to the lyrics very heavily when it came to making my character, Sabbath, and it drew a lot of inspiration into his backstory. Where I was like, this is such a neat concept. I'm gonna take that.
No, I get that.
I remember there was a. Oh, yeah, go
sorry.
on.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I remember there was a specific line in Malmo that you pointed me towards for Sabbath, and it was like, I'm feeling like shit. I just want to be like feel human today or something. I'm just trying to be a human today.
Well, he's like, I'm not trying to be much of a person right now. I'm just trying to get some sleep.
Yeah, that's it.
And for those who don't know, Sabbath, he started off really bad. He's a really bad man. Did a lot of bad stuff in his time. And
He's
it all
bad.
well, it all stems from the fact of he's like, the world put me through so much pain. I'm gonna fucking push it back on everyone. Terrible thing to do. He's going through a redemption arc right now, but I'm talking like you'd grind people's faces against the pavement on like fucking hover bikes, and it was
holy shit.
It was
bite the
gross.
pavement.
Yeah, literally.
It's so over.
That's literally like
Bite the
the
curb.
first
I'm so
thing
upset
you did.
I'm so upset I wasn't there for that.
It was gross. Yeah, but he was wanted for like murder, drug dealing, aggravated assault.
Any crime that was on the face of the earth and in the underworld, you were wanted for.
Yeah, Sav was
This man is a kid's father figure, by the way.
Now he's a good dude. He's neutral now. He went through a really big change. He the party got fucking meteor swarmed, and he was the only one that survived. And he kind of went through a metamorphosis of like, dude, I can't.
I was unconscious. You killed me.
Well, I got eviscerated. I was playing a wizard.
To be fair, you. Oh no, you go.
Oh, there you go.
No, you go.
Yeah, you.
Rock,
Oh
paper,
my
scissors,
god,
fork.
guys.
No. To be fair, Emmy was like a 500-pound robot. I'm not looking 500 pounds with one arm. One of my arms got torn off. Can't do that. I have like a 12 strength. I have like a 12 strength.
It was a Gutso moment. You had to cut off your own arm, right?
I had to cut off my own arm to survive. And he went through this metamorphosis, and now there's a couple songs that I think fit way better for him. Those of which I can't pull up right now because I'm recording the webcams, so my Spotify will overlap them.
Yeah, I'm sure the editor will pull them up.
Editor, do your best.
Don't. Do your worst.
Don't do that.
He's just gonna skin us for the rest of the episode.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm a music guy as well. There's 3 music guys. How about the gal?
I don't know. I kind of just like think real big for an idea, or it usually spins off of me wanting to play a certain class, and then shit will go from there. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really like the starting phases of a character is really rough. and I'm just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. But once you get something to stick, it's
Smooth
it's
sailing.
sailing from there.
Yeah, that's a great
Now-
motto.
Question. I'm not sure if
Oh.
I'm remembering incorrectly, but didn't you say like you wanted the voice of Emmy to be like the girl voice from Parasite Eve? Or am I just imagining that?
I remember Jonas showing us this song and being like, "Dude, this is Emmy's song."
It was maybe like early concept Emmy. I think his premise of that song is Emmy had a feature when if she failed, I think it was a wisdom save, like a random wisdom save that would happen. No, it was when she took, I think, half of her damage.
Yeah, it was.
She would have to make a wisdom save, and if she failed it, she went berserk. Which
Yeah.
pretty much, I handed my character sheet to Jonas, and he played my character, and I would just hit anything that was in
Go for the
range.
closest.
So
Yeah, and for those who are new,
Yeah.
Emmy is a like 7 foot tall, 4-armed robot.
put a picture, editor.
Wields
There she is, right down there.
two-handed weapons.
We're keeping
two-handed
you
weapons.
busy.
And also,
That's
her owner in figure form tends to throw her at things and break her.
Huh?
Huh?
Remember how you threw the Emmy figurine and it
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Oh.
and
Yeah, of
breaking, and
the
he was like,
Emmy
"Oh my god,
miniature.
it broke! Oh my god, I didn't see that
Alyssa taking a
coming."
hammer to her miniature. Why'd it break?
Yeah.
I put it under a hydraulic press and it didn't survive. Who would have guessed?
Oops.
Shit ass miniature.
Like, I think the first time
This isn't made out of
her
fucking
legs,
gold.
like, everything broke off except her legs, right?
Yep.
No,
was
it
your
was,
then we
ankles.
tried
it broke
to...
off at the,
The
ankles.
base, the
Yeah.
base with the feet, and then the rest of her. And then
then
Ryan
we-
brought his glue.
Yeah, for anybody
which
anybody
didn't
doesn't know
work.
this, I put together Warhammer minis. No, I don't paint them, even though I have the paint for them. I'm a classic Warhammer, and I have a big box of glue that when I open that cupboard, I probably get like a contact high of like just glue, just a glue scent. So, I have this.
I'm
this
It's like
I'm
opening a
glue.
new
this little
card
plastic
pack.
glue. You stick it on. It didn't work. They make it out of some different. Type
It
of
worked
shit.
for a bit, but
And
then
she
we
threw
broke
him
it again.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
like she fell, probably.
Okay, no.
You put her on
remember.
the lid of a Coca-Cola bottle and thought that it would stay.
Yeah, that did happen.
Coca-Cola lids are
I
not
would like to point
Coca-Cola.
out during D&D or Call of Cthulhu or anything, if I'm not in a scene, I'm pretty much trying to control not bursting out and like yelling shit because I'm fucking
ADHD
crazy.
brain.
Throwback
Yeah.
to when Vincent died and you guys were just walking around the kitchen table and
I
not
do
taking
remember
it
that.
seriously.
Yeah. They weren't doing that. They were out in the living room because they weren't there for the entire like end
yeah.
portion.
Nope.
So that's
Yeah,
why I
they-
was like, whatever.
Yeah, like if I'm not in a scene, I find it really hard to like like keep quiet. So
That's
I'm
what-
usually like on my phone or I'm like playing with my dice. I have to do something.
Yeah, I usually
So
I have a
I
big
happened-
dice bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
I
I'll pick
happened-
up dice. Go on.
Yeah.
I'm
the
just
same.
gonna be.
I just go on
It's
my
okay.
phone.
I happened to play with Emmy on a Coca-Cola bottle and she fell and she broke.
Yep.
So oops.
And then you got a new one, right?
For free.
I did get a for free Emmy and
For free.
that one broke in the mail.
Okay.
So we
We'll
have
let you get off with it this time, but we
So
know
we
you threw
have-
the package at your front door as soon as you got it and then
No,
started throwing
I
all over the
didn't.
place.
Right back
No,
in the
I didn't. It
hydraulic
came
press.
broken. the lance broke. But now that Emmy doesn't
package.
exist.
Get that shit out of here. Just a tip for anybody who has trouble like staying still at the table. If it works for you, this is what I do. So I've got a book that I take my notes in. I draw all over my notes, and I have a full page dedicated in Sabbath's notes that I made a stick figure battle in. I'm not talking.
I want to see it. I want to see
It's
it.
fucking
I need to-
awesome. Editor put it
Editor put it up. I need to start bringing a notebook because I play D&D on a computer.
It's a pen and paper game.
What you could do is just in the middle start playing like Flappy Bird or something. Like pull Run 2 on Cool Math
Dude,
games.
Get one of those AFK games on your laptop. Those are so fun to just watch go.
Yeah, Cookie Clicker.
I usually go on my phone and play like the Connect the Dot game.
Yeah, Flow.
This is literally Markiplier.
And then usually Hallie is looking over, and she starts playing.
Jingle, jingle.
Because yeah.
Editor, putting salt falling onto my arm and bouncing off camera.
Editor's going to kill you. You're going to wake up tonight with somebody over top of you. I'm worried for you. I forgot what I was going to say.
It's so over.
Did we answer the first question?
Oh. I feel like that was a successful. I think that question was very successful. But just an ending note, I feel like for new players, what kind of sentiment are we leaving them with for this kind of the answer to this chaotic question is the inspiration comes from many places. And take
you know what? Leave down in the comments what your inspiration is of making a character. Any songs, any like piece of artwork, we would love to see it.
Games?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
video games is a good one.
I would love to listen and
I have at least like two and a half characters based off video games.
Yeah.
Now, going into another topic, well, not topic, but question. From recent games that you've played, what's one that stuck out to you that you think you would make a character about or based off of?
I'll answer this right away because I've been saving this answer, and it's Lies of P.
What's that?
It is
the Pinocchio Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's a Souls-like game where you play as Pinocchio, and it's this world full of animatronic puppets and robots, and all of a sudden one day they get infected with some sort of virus and start going insane. And that's not what my character is based off of, but there is a little bit of that game in my new character for Ryan's session. There's a little bit of that. There's a little bit of One Piece. I think that's it.
New character.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any specifics because I don't want to go into too much detail yet. But those are a bit of the inspiration that I drew from. And it's nothing like when I come in, my character will look like Zoro. I'm not going to do that. It's just like a bit of character ideas or like maybe some plot points or
concepts.
Yeah, concepts.
Well, so you're not just going to be tied off to a cross and then have some random rubber guy come up to you and release you?
Depends, maybe, Ryan?
You know, I was actually thinking, based on your character, I was thinking something like that. Maybe you'd fall from a sky island.
My character's name is Laura Nora Loro. It's a One Piece thing.
Something completely original, Matting, is some nemesis for you named He-Hawk.
We're done with the joke.
Well,
I want to be the top tier man with the sword.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much it, yeah.
I wanna be the very best.
I have. This isn't a game, but I do have a piece of media recently that I've read through. I've been reading through a lot of
what the fuck?
Well, guys, oops. The editor, gotta cut that. Just cut it for like 2 seconds. My mouse went onto the webcam.
Zoom in on it.
It might not even be there. You might not even be able to notice, but that'd
be funny.
Enlarge it, enhance it, triple zoom it.
I read a lot of King in Yellow and Hastra related media recently. So I made one of the rulers for my upcoming campaign off of one of them. It's going to be this really mysterious guy in these long robes, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Just because I like the idea of like this opposite of Cthulhu, who's this like beacon of insanity and like hopelessness, and then there's just this other dude who's like, I'm gonna use my powers to be fucking silly. Or silly. As silly as he can be as an elder god, you know? But I also just the visuals of them are really cool in my opinion. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. How about you, Evan? Do you have any ideas in mind?
I mean, I've kind of wanted to do it for a while, but I don't know how likely it will be that I make it. But I do want to kind of make a character based off of Ratchet and Clank, just because I've always been a huge fan of those games. And so playing as maybe a Tabaxi character who's a mechanic from Eberron and made a little backpack robot companion that helps him, jump and stuff.
Jump and stuff.
Who doesn't like
Interesting.
jumping and stuff?
But another one that I've been kind of thinking of recently is kind of based off of Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just being a vampiric swordsman, kicking
Yeah, probably
ass
Blood
and
Hunter.
shooting guns, and cool shit.
That reminds me of when I made Caliban. I didn't know anything about Castlevania. Then I watched Castlevania when it came out, and I was like, "Holy shit!" It's on.
Yeah, it's Caliban.
Yeah, I'm like, where? How have I not known about this media sooner?
Yep.
It's funny how many ideas that you might have and be like, oh, this is so unique. No one has ever done this. And then you like see something and it's like, fuck.
Fuck! But you know what? I
Yeah.
actually I think about it a different way. I don't think, God dang it, my idea. I guess it wasn't original. I think, wow, am I actually as creative as these people getting paid to make these things? Like, that's sick.
Yeah. And you're
That or
bound
it's just
to.
some person on Reddit who had the same idea as you and you're like,
Oh, when it's on Reddit, I immediately just go, I'm done here. I'm
Yeah.
out of here.
I'm better. I'm stronger.
Yeah, I comment. I
That's-
posted this
that's
5
kinda-
years ago. You karma
That's
farming.
kind of my character for your new campaign, Ryan, where I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. And then I saw that it was kind of already a thing on Reddit, but I think we're putting a unique spin on it. So it's a new thing.
You want to know what's
Kinda.
funny is your idea. I'm gonna give just a rough like a little snippet if that's okay. It has
Go
to do with
ahead.
cards. Okay. Now, a while back in 2019, Jonas and I went to the very same Tim Hortons that we went to make this, and we made a card-related class. And I remember when we went to Jonas's afterwards, after we designed your subclass, I told him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's like the Gambit class that we made."
Yeah.
So it's actually funny how like time repeats itself over and over. But I really wish if you want to go more into it, I'm so down because it's so fucking sick.
You can if you
No, that's up to you.
want.
If you want to keep it secret, we keep it secret.
I mean, I think they already know my gimmick
Yeah.
because
I know
I've
it.
said it before.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So
cool.
you can go ahead.
So pretty much, every time she wants to cast a spell, she has to draw a card from her deck, and depending on what card it is, it's a different spell. So it's all chosen at random, of course. We got workarounds for that. But you're thinking, well, what if you don't have like a third level spell slot, but you have like a second level spell slot and you draw Fireball? Well, there's something called downcasting. So you shoot out a
I'm
weaker
pretty sure
Fireball.
that doesn't exist.
Nope.
But you're
we
making
made
it.
We made it
is
specifically.
based-
Making it.
Specifically.
So I'm not cucked over.
Specifically for this subclass. It's not available for like a normal like a cleric. They're like, oh, I'll just downcast heal. Nope, can't do it. It's only for this.
Yeah, it's really just so I don't get cucked over. Because how I'm actually doing it, I'm going to bring a deck of cards with me, and I'm going to shuffle, and I'm going to draw a card, and I'm probably before
Yeah.
the campaign starts, either me or me and Ryan go through all the fucking spells and assign them to a card, and then there we go.
I think you're playing a wizard too. So your spell book is just a deck of cards that you swap out. Like you can swap out like the 2 for the 6 or something. And
Oh.
that would be your spell book for the day.
There's no preparing any. It's all just in
Ah?
there, and it's all random. No, but that's the thing.
Is she not playing a wizard? Is it a new class?
It's just it's gonna get harder to predict what you're gonna draw the more levels you go into it. Because I think by the end of the campaign, she'll have something like 50 spells in her spell book, probably more because you can
Oh, yeah.
copy
Well, so
spells.
she is a wizard.
Correct.
Yeah.
In her spell deck.
But there's
Okay.
no. We remove the preparing for the specific subclass because you don't want to be like, oh, I'll just prepare all these damage spells for today. It's all fucking random. If you're hoping for like a
Okay.
fucking fireball, you could draw jump. you could
Sure.
draw. And that's the novelty of it, is the fact that it could be really good, it could be really bad, and if it is really bad, we'll just rework it into something that's better. Since
I feel like it will. People at home, don't do this. This is probably, like, actually really thinking about it, it's probably really fucking shit.
We'll see how it
But
goes.
It's experimenting.
And we'll when we finalize it, we can post it. Maybe we can get we can make it look professional and upload it to like the DM's Guild or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But it was really fun working on that, and it reminded me of a specific character Jonas showed me from Fire Force called, I think his name is Joker. And he has to do with like cards, and he smokes a lot, and he had this like psychedelic drugs in his smoke, and he like drew a final card from his deck, and it was the frickin' Joker. And
Joker.
two more versions of him
Joker.
appeared, and he was singing this song. It was cool as hell. So working on it, I was like, this is gonna be so dope when it comes to the campaign. Like, oh my god. Also some like Twisted Fate vibes in it. It's good. It's gold. It's peak.
Yeah,
It'll
that'll
be
be fun.
interesting. It'll be interesting for sure.
I am very excited for my next campaign. So, yeah.
Me too.
I got no idea what I'm gonna play.
Don't worry. If you think you have an idea, I'd honestly just save it. Like, if you don't know what you want to play, I'm going to be posting this. I'm going to have a big document that's like, here's what everything is. Here's a brief summary of history that you'd know. And here's some new stuff. And blah, blah, blah. Maybe you'll get some ideas from that. And, yeah. I'm going pretty hard for this. But anyways, the topic at hand is characters. And I think we answered that. And I think
Kinda, yeah.
yeah. There you go. We answered that question about the media.
We answered 2 questions. Holy shit.
That's
This-
fucking great. I think it was one question.
There was one
technically.
question. Yeah, this one. This one.
No, there was another question.
The one before. But, anyways,
Yeah, so that.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever
Brad?
had a character that made you like learn a new piece of knowledge specifically for that character? Like, let's say you made like a sailor. Maybe you put some effort into learning some sailor terminology, like how boats work. You ever done that?
I have been something like that, yeah. When I looked into poetry for Xavier, I had to learn how to fucking do poetry, which is, it's mostly, it's not that hard because a lot of it's just up to your own imagination. It doesn't have to be good. You can just write down whatever sounds nice to your ears or whatever you feel has an emotional impact, which is what I did. But I also looked up other pieces of poetry to read and to better learn, which I have never done before.
Mine is going to seem
Decent.
kind
So
of
that was
silly.
interesting.
I think it was as Thornton. I had to learn how to make explosives. Because Jonas asked me, he said, how are you going to make gunpowder?
In D&D.
Yeah, in D&D, he was like, how are you going to make this powder? And I was like, I don't know how to. I'm sure my character does. And he was like, no, you got to tell me. So I had to look it up and then tell him.
Okay.
And he was like, okay. And then I was like, all right, well, I want to make a bomb. He was like, well, how are you going to do that? And I was like, dude, my character probably knows. He was like, well, how are you going to do it? And I was like, so I had to go and Google it. And it's not
That's
a cool
goofy.
it's not a cool skill.
You're on the FBI watch list now.
Yeah, probably. You never know. With my browser history, Anarchist Cookbook, Anarchist Cookbook 5e, Anarchist Cookbook 2024,
In Minecraft.
free PDF. Yeah. But yeah, I had to learn how to make like gunpowder or black powder, I guess it would have been, and explosives in their shells.
That's a great cover story, Ryan.
Let's just
I
say.
know you planted a pipe bomb in this podcast.
Let's just say, I got some. Yeah, have you guys?
Or like-
have you two learned anything for your specific characters?
Learned? No.
Go-
Got into? Yes.
What have you got into?
Instrumental piano music from Lauren. Because
Oh.
Lauren, when she was younger, she used to play piano with her mom. little Lauren lore for you guys. Yeah, so the piano holds a very special place to our heart, and Lauren's the only character I have a Spotify playlist for, and a lot of that playlist is filled with early 2000 pop and piano music.
If Complicated by Avril Lavigne is not in that, I'm highly
It's not,
suggesting
but
you
it
put.
should be.
You should have it in there.
It's not, but it should be. It will be.
Damn, you only have one Spotify playlist for your character?
Mm-hmm.
I've never made a Spotify playlist.
I make
find
one
it-
for every new character I play.
Yep.
I've wanted to, but I find it difficult to But I think because Lauren's like a similar age to me, it was really easy looking through my Spotify wrap ups from 2016, 2017, whatever, and seeing what I was into and being like, that's probably something she would be into. So
Yeah, a little funny anecdote, how you were listening to songs that you think were based off your character. I did that for a character for Tomb of Annihilation. I was going to play a little Kenku cleric, and I think I listened to church hymns for 4 hours while I was making my character, and I would never listen to church hymns on any other time. But I got real into it. I was like Ave Maria and some other songs I don't remember. It was a playlist, and I was just fuck it.
But did you have the Chad Orthodox chanting in it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
There's a nice choir, though. It was all choir, I think.
Now, was this for the most recent attempt at Tomb of Annihilation that we never
Yeah, the
did,
one that we
or-
didn't do. Yeah.
I think there's only been one attempt of it.
I was also a cleric. What the fuck?
That'd have been fun.
Wow.
I literally made... So,
be
Tonberry
a
from
bard.
Final Fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much made that in
Oh.
D&D.
There you go.
They were a grave domain cleric that just walked around in a priest shawl with a lantern and a knife.
Oh, nice.
And they were a turtle.
Tomb Annihilation. Guess what I did? I put the Doom soundtrack on repeat because my character is all about.
Yeah, and your character was based off Funger, right?
No, he was actually based off the Ragged tribes of the Icewind Dale area. They grow up to be 7 feet tall, and they're fucking huge. So my character was fucking 350 pounds of fucking muscle, 7 feet tall, over 7 feet tall.
But I think I remember you were playing Fear and Hunger, and you looked at Ragnvaldir, which is the barbarian guy, and you were like, I want to play something like this.
There's actually a different inspiration. It was from Vinland Saga. When Prince Canute's a kid, he has this big winged helmet. I was like, I'm gonna take that winged helmet, and that's what my character's gonna wear. Other than that, I'm gonna put some fur on him. He's not gonna have a shirt because he's he's a berserker. And I put on some Doom music, and yeah, his whole thing is
Doom would have been the most
worst.
chaotic.
Would have been
it
so
would have been
fun,
the
though.
worst. One bad comment to my character.
2 clerics, a barbarian, a bard. What was Halia?
That's
I think
fucking...
Halia was maybe a warlock.
Ooh, we probably need a rogue.
She might have been a rogue, actually.
Yeah, that would have been very helpful.
I remember being
But I know we both were eventually gonna multi-class into warlock, backstory related. So she might have been a rogue, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, I know it would have been pretty bad because if you guys talk shit to my character, he's like, I'm gonna rip you apart and skin you, and I'm gonna wear your skin.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Because the character I was gonna play was a Kenku, and he only spoke in phrases, verses from the Book of Lathander.
Dude, that reminds me of Friar Solomon. I made a fucking cleric, a life domain cleric.
Alyssa is scared.
And I had my big drawing book. I drew his symbol. I drew all his gear, and then I wrote a shit ton of things for Lathander. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I remember because you were a piece.
But we never did it. Do.
I mean, hey, maybe we can use those Tomb characters.
That's an ongoing topic here.
Yeah, I actually have a character for Noah's campaign eventually. He's a wizard, and I got some songs in there, one of which is Lost at Sea by don't play, don't play. No, stop.
Is that the lyric?
It's Lost at Sea by Lusha. It has like, I don't even know, like 2 views on YouTube or something. I don't know, maybe a couple thousand. It is a beautiful song. And
maybe 2, maybe a couple thousand.
Maybe a couple thousand. It's quite a bit. But in the I can't even, I'm not even gonna fucking pull that back up. It's a good song, and I urge you guys to listen to it. Listen to it. You know you want to listen to it. And I have a big ass playlist for that. I have a big ass Pinterest board for it too.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Pinterest board.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting to use this guy. I'm just itching to. Just itching to. Well,
maybe we'll go back to that campaign one day.
Fingers crossed, dude. Fingers flipping crossed.
After Home's End.
After.
Yeah, we gotta finish Home's End first.
Thursday?
Most likely.
Yippee!
Oh, I'm scared.
I gotta act professional. Well, I don't even remember what the original question for this one was.
But I don't think. Learning. The things that you learn for a character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of just went on a 20-minute tangent. But those are the best.
All these questions we've had, we've gone on a tangent afterwards.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So speaking of tangents, tangerines.
Welcome to the Yappuccino episode.
I love tangerines.
I don't.
Yeah.
I hate them. They should burn in hell.
Fuck tangerines. Evan, have you ever learned anything from making a character?
In what regards?
I guess skill.
Like, you had to look something up because you were like, yeah. Or just, like, learn anything where you were like, I'm interested in this because of my character, or I want to learn something for my character.
Not necessarily learned anything for a character. I'd say more, like, personally, I've learned that I can actually feel emotions to characters that I'm playing on paper.
Yo, that's true.
Yeah.
Paper.
Like, legitimately, playing Jonas's last campaign was the first, like, major time that I'd cried. Like, between the bond of 2 characters. But also cried because I was going through a lot of other stuff. But we don't have to talk about that.
Dude, I'm still waiting on my cry
It was
episode.
strictly D&D related, okay?
It wasn't.
I'm still waiting. I've seen all these.
Still waiting for what?
My turn in D&D for me to cry. I've seen all these.
I've tried.
I've seen you guys have these moments, and I'm like, when's it my turn?
I've never cried at the table. I can say that.
I cried while DMing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That was fucking heartbreaking. And then
Hardest
being
I've
able to
probably
make her
ever
cry
cried.
with the music I wrote.
Yeah.
Well,
Spoilers.
editor.
We'll get to that.
Wow.
We
Editor,
didn't say anything. We didn't say anything.
editor
We didn't
put
say
in the
anything.
music that I wrote for
Don't.
for
That's a
that.
spoiler.
Editor, don't do that.
Put a
Oh, okay.
Editor
it's a
tap dance.
spoiler, Evan.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
look at him go. Hey, kill him. Ooh, kill him.
Oh!
Oh,
Go crazy.
Oh, oh,
Holy
oh,
shit.
Oh, oh,
Don't fall.
Oh,
Don't fall.
oh.
He's gonna fall.
No,
He's gonna
no, he got
fall.
this. Dude, I saw it at the recital. This is orchestrated. Well,
What what are we gonna talk about?
I don't even know.
Well,
Oh my god.
You guys have any pieces of lore from like pre-existing lore, or maybe even just like homebrew lore that you've had for character, like the DM's given you for your character, that you've been like, whoa, this
Yes.
is cool.
So with Noah's set or campaign, like actual D&D campaign before, I had a character that I only played twice. His name was Symbiote. Reason for the name was because he had a symbiotic relationship with Colt. He was part of a healing circle that went from town to town, healing those with major wounds, like incurable diseases. But with that power, they didn't realize that they were tapping into some form of otherworldly powers and proceeded to make themselves cursed. So every time that they healed somebody, the bones inside of their body would start growing. and to a point where no one understood why the bones were growing to begin with. It wasn't until my character ended up accidentally killing somebody that he ended up realizing that the bones they reacted to the blood of the deceased person. And so when someone was killed, the bones would go back to normal for only a short amount of time. And so every night not every night, but every few nights he would have to go out and murder someone in order to stay alive.
Yeah.
But
Murder hobo.
ended up working on some other stuff that never really came to fruition. But like one of them was at the risk of not killing anybody for like 3 days, the bone would thicken so much that it would act as another set of a set of armor they would wear, and would give bonus to AC and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, there was a really fucked up thing where, because the original members of this faction that would go around cities and heal people, they were, well, a part of it was they didn't know how to fix what was going on, because their bones began to grow and pierce out of their body, this awful like transformation. And in my mind, the most powerful, they figured out how to stop it. They knew how to stop the bones from growing, but they didn't do it. And there is a part in a city where the one of the major cities where the faction was at the time, the members of the faction just went to the seaside and let the bones overtake them, and they're still there.
That's fun.
You could see their bodies just like huddled up amidst probably in prayer, huddled up like at a nice hill overlooking the sea, and it's this really fucked up like location. But they
that would have been so cool.
Yeah,
I wish I could have seen it.
And there was another person in your cult who actively embraced the killings, and that led him to a point where the bones wouldn't fully overtake him. It would do something else, and he's still lurking around. So.
Yeah. God, I hope we go back, dude. I want to play this so bad. Goes so hard. What about you, Alyssa? You got anything like that?
What was the phrasing of the question? I'm sorry, I'm.
Have you gotten any lore, like for a character? Has your DM given you any lore for any of your characters that you've played that you've been like, wow, this is really cool?
Maybe like the slightest bit.
The slightest.
Where like something they wrote or say is like cool, and then I put my own spin on it. Like in Jonas's campaign now, there was a whole thing about like the Age of Iron where it was like these robots and elves, I think.
Yeah.
At war with each other, and that's kind of where I want to play a Warforged came from. Because, oh my god, there's lore about freaking robots.
What?
Let's go! I want to play a robot. There's a reason why they're doing that sound. Anyways.
Yeah.
Because Emmy has the mind of a child in a robot body.
It wasn't intentional, by the way.
Sure.
No, it really wasn't. I wrote it, and I think I got like a few pages, or at least a few, maybe a paragraph in, and I was like, "Fuck, this is FNAF."
Yeah.
I
mean, to be fair,
fuck it, I don't care.
To be fair, you guys were also in a huge FNAF lore craze at the time because the FNAF movie was just coming out.
What? No, this was a while back.
What?
Was it not?
This was after.
No.
I think this was after Niagara, right?
Wasn't it
That's when we
announced?
listened to all the FNAF lore videos.
Yeah.
Wasn't?
I'm pretty sure it was like right before.
Didn't you guys literally drive up to Niagara Falls
I don't think it was on
listening to the FNAF
No,
lore?
it wasn't on purpose. I'm saying like this was like shortly before we'd started Jonas's campaign. We did that.
I don't know. Timing's all weird.
Anyways,
It's been a while.
I subconsciously based Emmy off FNAF.
Or just a coincidence, a quinky dink.
Yeah, it might be a coincidence.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Probably.
thinking.
But I like to think
Probably
it's
that,
subconscious because it's funnier.
Yeah, it probably. But
Well, I did for answer the question. Unless you have something more to add.
Go ahead. I was just gonna yap.
Okay.
Yappuccino.
The opposite. I did the opposite, where instead of like being surprised at a DM giving me lore for a character, someone's being attacked downstairs. Hold on.
Tribunal's angry?
Hold on. It's fine. It's fine. They can't. They've already sent me somewhere.
Take your family away. Oh god.
Okay. Oh, one more. Oh, a bit more.
That's another.
Oh,
God.
one last couple.
They're taking another.
The fuck are these? Fuck
Who's
this
getting
shit.
attacked?
Someone's dinging. The fuck's ringing my doorbell?
Ding 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 ding
What's
ding
going
ding
on
ding.
downstairs?
I don't fucking know. Well, instead of being
Keep that for
surprised
real.
by a bit of lore that the DM dropped, I surprised the DM by making them come up with their own lore, where it was Ryan's campaign, old Ryan campaign. I was playing an Aarakocra wizard named Mercury, and his whole thing was he wanted to find out what was above the sky. And I was like, motherfucker, I'm forcing you to add space into your campaign. Good luck.
And the worst part
Good
is,
luck.
I designed space. He died because there was a ghost that made him age 20 years, and that killed him because he was such a.
Aarakocras only live 20 years. Like, they don't live too long. Dude died of old age.
I feel like
By
the
the
name
time they're
Mercury
5,
sounds
they're already in their
familiar. I
mid.
can't
They're like
Yeah.
quarter life
think of the campaign
crisis.
it was on.
Yeah, it was really, really sad. I remember immediately after being like, God damn it. How am I going to shoehorn space into my campaign now? How am I going to do that?
Yep. Got you.
So I
Space
even there was even
episode.
that huge ass city that I designed for your where you were from that was super fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Basically, it was a city floating in the sky, and that's where Mercury got his wizard class, which is graviturgy. And there was a city on the top side. It was like a big disc. There was like a spinning top disc. There was a city on the top side, and there was a city on the bottom. So you could just walk around and you would flip because it was this gravity fun shit.
Mario Galaxy said what?
Yeah.
You played Mario.
You know what's
Mario
funny as well
Galaxy.
is no, you made the gravitation wizard before the
Yeah. I
graviturgy
did.
came out.
I had my own gravitation subclass, which was kind of fucking cool.
Let's go.
Yeah. The big ability I remember was a gravitational well. It made you exhausted, but it was this big fucking thing you put down that had this huge radius that would affect everything. It would affect enemies negatively and would affect allies positively. But it was this big fucking gravitational force that you would put down.
Yeah.
Damn.
Looking at it, that was actually that's not that good. The effects are really good, but it only had 25 HP. That's rough.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It would have been too good.
Thinking about it, probably, if you ever got there, I probably would have had to buff it. Be like, dude.
Absolutely.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
I don't believe I've really had any characters with all the lore for my characters have kind of just been like I give the lore out, and then what I get in return is like, okay, well, it's just some basic stuff. I don't think I've had a character that maybe it's because I haven't really designed any characters with funky enough shit. Maybe I'm boring as hell. Who knows? I
What
know
about with
did you get
Othello?
anything
Were there anything
out
that
of it?
surprised you with Othello?
the Othello, that stuff we learned in the campaign.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I learned as Othello that really surprised me. Namely, just the fact that the Khalid's a fucking mind flayer, and he told me how to get to a mind flayer city. Oh, anyways, yeah, that's something you guys actually didn't know about, but I'm not gonna go any further.
Yeah,
with
oopsies.
that. But that
I
stuff.
think I only played in that campaign 3 times
Yeah.
with
Well,
two
I only
different
played in it
characters.
twice.
Maybe
That's a really old campaign that we haven't run in a while.
after Home's End.
No, probably.
That'd be fucking awesome. But that stuff learning it in campaign, I was like, holy fucking shit, it's all making sense. Other than that, I think honestly, most of the stuff I've just been like my characters.
Here we go, DM.
Yeah, I'm like, here you go. Especially, I guess Caliban, I've done kind
Make
of the
it
opposite of
fit.
I kind of did what Noah did, where I was like, yeah, my character was born on a day where the sun got turned black and demons came through. And then Jonas changed half his campaign map into where my character is from, and it was a huge thing. And my backstory was ever present, yet we never really got into it till the end. And by that point,
we went to the fucking hells.
That wasn't for me, I don't think.
Why did we go to the
That
hells?
was for
I
the
remember.
Righteous Dawn. That was for the Righteous Dawn.
Yeah.
But
That, and also, didn't you guys go to get Toriel?
no,
No.
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 Nope.
Yes, yes, we did.
I thought,
Yes.
I
Yes,
thought that
we
was a
did.
big
We
reason
went
why.
and we fought the Soul Keeper.
I wasn't there for the Soul Keeper fight.
Didn't you fight this thing and then you were thrown in lava?
That was
and died?
Crone. Dude. Yeah, by the
No,
way,
that was
the
Crone.
King of the Devils kidnapped my ass and was like, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to throw you in lava. And my character was like, throw me in lava then, pussy. I don't care. So
And he did.
and he threw me in lava, and I died. But my character he sold his soul to his warlock patron, which is a devil in the hells, and they had his soul coin. So what they did was took this one member of their cult and was like, hey, can you come here for a second? Took his fucking soul out of his body and put my soul into it.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm pretty sure he came back.
nope.
He did. Well, you use
Did
Sculpt
he?
Vanity to make yourself look
Oh,
like you.
yeah, I changed. So Caliban had this spell called
So that's
Sculpt Vanity,
fucked.
which lets you like mold your own flesh and whatnot. So he pretty much just reworked his body into his old body. So he turned himself
I
back
didn't realize
into
how fucked that was.
He turned himself
'Cause
back
you
into a
were-
vampire. He changed all
Yeah,
his
because you were a
DNA.
tiefling.
Yeah, he changed all his shit with that spell. Because I was like, if Caliban has kids, wouldn't it be the other guy's kids? And Jonas was like, no. You use Sculpt Vanity, you're fine, dude. So.
Holy shit, that's a powerful spell.
That dude's fucking erased.
Yeah, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
No, I swear to God, he came back though.
He did.
I don't. Did
Yeah,
he?
after he killed the Soul Keeper. We got a soul coin. We got a soul coin. We took someone else's body. My Sculpt Vanity.
Yeah, I remember taking somebody else's body.
Mhm.
'Cause
It was
that
really cool.
That's a lot more fucked up than I thought it was.
Mhm.
Sorry, guy.
I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Bye. Hope you had a good life. You're gonna cease to exist entirely.
Yippee! Yay! It was awesome. It was awesome.
I know at least
So
I
awesome.
talked to that guy.
Yeah, didn't he have like a
Tiefling.
huge thing for Araya?
Huh?
Didn't he have like a huge crush on Araya or something?
I don't fucking know. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was
Probably
leading to.
not.
He had a big dumbass friend as well, and that's why we were so
He
sad.
Yeah.
did
Because
have
he
a
was
big
like,
dumbass
he was
friend.
like, no, my
Yeah,
friend.
he was so sad.
Yes. That's why we were like, oh man.
God dang it.
What
Well,
are
I
you
mean,
gonna do though?
Yeah.
Nothing.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
We are reaching that 1 hour.
I was just about to say. And now that we answered that question, I guess it's a 3-question episode. That's a 3-question episode, guys.
Holy fuck.
And originally we had.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
Editor, what was that? Guys, I just heard like a ringing in my ears. A dolphin noise. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
This is 1984 once again.
I'm gonna look like a dumbass if the editor doesn't censor that. Well, anyways, thank you very much for listening to this episode of SideQuest. Again, you can tune in on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now Fridays 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Holmes End. We're back, dude. It's fucking awesome. And guess what? I would like to just say again, thank you very much to Evan and Tyler for making this epic outro music that you're hearing. Intro, outro music. I'm sure the editor will paste it wherever he can. And also coming soon, we don't know when. I'm not gonna say nothing more other than the fact that maybe keep your eyes out for a SideQuest album release. Oh my god! No
Probably
pressure
not.
or anything.
Probably not anytime soon.
Yeah, cut to it one day from now when Evan is like, okay, I'm ready.
Cut to it 10 years down the line.
Drop that shit. Drop that shit. I just heard a scratching.
Drop it. Now's the perfect time. It's had 10 years to
Here.
cook, boy. It's had 10 years to cook.
That's the perpetual.
Well, I would also, and I think we would also like to thank you all for your immense support on the fucking reel that we posted for Instagram. Like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up the statistics here.
5,000 comments or 6,000? Oh my
Yeah, we were
God,
talking
what
about
the
it. Talking
fuck?
about it last episode. We'll try to get to all of them. We promise. But there's only there's only so much we
literally
can
we
do.
fucking filmed like the podcast last time, and then by the time it released, it fucking like doubled.
Yeah.
Those numbers are
So
unrelevant anymore.
just for everyone's knowledge, at the time of recording this, we have 123,000 views on it. We have 5,673 likes.
That's fucking music.
6,162 comments, and it has been shared 107 times.
Thank you guys so much. That is fucking
Yeah,
insane.
that's insane.
Again, picture 123,000 people. Picture that. That is more people than live in.
I lost count at 5.
That is more than the people who live in our district of Canada. That's fucking crazy. There's 104,000 people that live where we live, and
We actually live in District 11.
yeah, we live in district.
We're about to go to the Hunger Games.
The farming district.
Yeah, we're actually screwed.
Farmers. But guess what?
Bum.
Speaking of farmers, I think we should not farm this for any longer than we can. So we're just gonna say thank you very much. And we'll see you
Stop
next
milking
time.
that cow, Jimmy!
Bye. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I'm SpongeBob.